Have you ever wondered who changed that critical piece of data, but you just can't seem to figure out who did it or why? In this video, I'll show you how to track down every edit across Google Sheets and Airtable so you can finally uncover the source of your data issues and fix them at last. I'm Patrick, the founder of Univium, a business automation development company, and I am constantly working with my clients to improve their data governance and their data practices and everything data related so we can build better automations for them. And so I've learned a lot of cool and neat tips and tricks to track down who made edits in different platforms. And so today I'm just going to kind of show these to you. They're real simple, real easy. And if you haven't worked with them before, they will definitely make your life easier. And so here I have some mock data uh, in Google Sheets. And there's a couple different things you can do. So one really neat thing that I like is you can actually just right click and do show edit history. And you'll be able to see who edited it, when, and what they replaced the values with. And so you can do that anywhere. Let's say someone comes here and changes events to healthcare. Maybe it was on purpose, maybe it was a mistake. You can just come right here, do show edit history, and boom, you can see exactly what they changed. And then another neat tool within Google Sheets is the version history. So you can come up here and you can actually see the version history within Google Sheets. Now, this is a very new template I had made, but it does auto save over time. And so you can see just a second ago, I forgot to populate my table with the correct data. And you can see that I changed that shortly thereafter. And again, it tracks, you can see which account actually makes these updates. And so definitely a very helpful tool to see that version history. Another thing you can do if you're making updates and you want the ability to kind of go back and restore, you can also save a version history. So a lot of times I'll just name my current version, the date and time. So today's 10/1/2025, 8:22 a.m. I'll just save that. And then I can easily go back and see that I've saved that there. And then another tool I use, and this isn't as frequent, but it is very helpful, is sometimes I'll build a custom app script to actually log changes on certain columns, and I can actually build a change log tab so you can see who's changing what data and when. If it's something that's more critical, you can easily build an app script to manage and watch changes more in a more customized way, essentially. And so it's definitely a really helpful tool. And so that's really kind of the gist. Those are just the three tools in Google Sheets that I end up using very often. The other one is for Airtable. There is some really neat tools to track revision history and whatnot. And so I'll go in here and kind of show you. Typically, I do this in the interfaces section. And so let me go ahead and get this pulled up. And for instances where we can like kind of view these details, what you can do is go to edit pages. And when you're clicking into the record for comments, you can check on revision history right here. And then you'll be able to actually see all the revision history right here. And so this is actually my Airtable where I manage my YouTube videos. So you can kind of see I have some upcoming videos in the near future. And so let's say I come in here and I change this. Let's say I just delete this entirely. Then you can go to the revision history and see, oh, I deleted this on my account, and just a really helpful way to kind of see who's changing stuff. And then, if it's someone on your team and you see that they're changing data, then you can at least reach out and say, hey, I saw that you changed this. Is there any reason you changed it? And it's either an error or they have a reason, and the question is resolved. And so I think it's a really neat tool to be able to track revision history in Airtable. The other thing is trash history and snapshots. So I haven't really done too much thrown stuff away in trash. But if you go to trash, you can see, oh, I guess I have. So, it's always helpful to look. But if you go to the trash section, you can see who's deleting what data and from where. And so that's very helpful if something's just missing and you want to know where it went, just go to the trash and you can see who deleted it. And then finally, another neat tool is the snapshots. So Airtable takes a snapshot every so often as a kind of backup of your data. And so you can come here, you can take a snapshot of your data as it currently is, or you can view a previous snapshot. So if you want to take a snapshot, it'll say saving snapshot of your base. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Typically it is pretty quick though. There you go. Hit OK. And then if you want to restore your snapshot, now this will actually create a copy of your base with all your data, but it at least gives you a way to restore your data. I typically only use the snapshot restoration in Airtable in instances where there's been like a really critical data error and we have to revert back. I've only had to do it once or twice for some very interesting reasons. It's not very common, but it is a really good and helpful tool to use if needed. And so I highly recommend that. And yeah, I'd say those are really just the three simple tools in Google Sheets and the three simple tools in Airtable where you can track revision history, see revision history, and track down who's making changes to your data, reach out to them, find out why, and then your questions are all resolved. And so that is pretty much all I have for today. I'd say, as always, if there's a process you wish you could automate, the chances are my automation development company, Univium, can make it happen. So if that's you, head over to univium.com and let us know how we can help. And don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube and follow us on LinkedIn to stay up to date on all the latest small business automation trends. Thank you very much and take care.